Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
On the set. We got to wedge that. Here we go, here we go. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 8, Sam off.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Everyone got 4 down. Watch the shit, watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. 41's the mic, 41's the mic.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew eluding the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 37, check 37. Go, jackrabbit, come on. Hey, lock it.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And an alley to run. He'll have it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Matchbox white.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney merciless picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On second down, it's Johnson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 6 yards and the first down. On first down, it's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter.
Down. 8, read. Rock it. Ready?
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Seth DeValve, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
44, Hayward. Check, check. Check, 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 check. 44.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
44. Time to go, night.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And Stills bringing it in. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. From the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
March 50. Double dog, that's the way.
Here's Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
On the ready.
55. Check 55. Minus. Check that.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready.
41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
On the ball.
Crunch. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up. Turn it up.
Yo, yo, yo. Go. Go.
41.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, 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 you got 3 down, 3 down. Mike 41. You got that.
Go on, go on.
3 balls. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Yes, yes.
Switch, switch, switch.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. Looking deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for D.B. Westbrook. Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 31, Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now Watson finding fouls complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running from the gun, Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not. Hang on, it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got 3 down. Mike's 42. Mike's 40 plus 5. Here we go.
Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 83 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
44. Hey, here we go. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 44.
Watson now operating from the gun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Stills the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Watson to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Ready, set.
41's the Mike. Come on. Jim.
Ready.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check 41. Bring it.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
41 Mike.
Minshew sets to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
17 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check nickel. 41's coming. 41's the Mike. I got
Now.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. No chance.
Big grip.
Now Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Roll out.
He's checking. Check.
Leo. Hey. Hey, orbit.
Check 31. Alert 3.
Here's Minshew. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Texans.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Josh Allen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
At the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Shift. Motion. Taking it forward. Check. 42's the mic. Check.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He was looking that time for Stills. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this 2nd half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the 2nd half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But
it's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking long for Westbrook. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try it, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw deep for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. To throw on second and 10. Minshew. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on second and 10. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Ready.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Watch the run.
Get it.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Seth DeValve, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here? And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
At the 13-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Out.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, but it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
We got 4.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jaguars, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us.